Hello, my name is Nate. Today we're going to be cooking up a French dip. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, a special welcome to you. So if you happened to watch my last video, you would have saw that I cooked up a rib roast, or oftentimes called prime rib. So if you happen to not finish off all that prime rib, an excellent way you could use that leftovers is to make some French dip sandwiches. I'm not going to go over all the details on how I cooked up that rib roast. However, if you'd like to check that out, I'll be sure to link that up down below, as well as I'll put a card up top. Also in that video, I went ahead and mixed up my own au jus sauce. One of the things that makes a French dip is having that au jus sauce to dip that sandwich in. If you want the deep dive into how I made that, definitely check out that previous video I mentioned. However, I'm going to cover this very high level on what I did. So if you recall, all I did was I went ahead and grabbed the drippings from our roast. I went ahead, tossed that into a pan on the stove. From there, I went ahead and added some onions and some garlic, and then a cup of beef stock. If you don't have beef stock available, beef broth is fine, or if you have a beef bouillon cube, that works as well. From there, I went ahead and let that kind of simmer on medium heat for about 10 minutes or so. Then I pulled it off, went ahead and strained off all the vegetables and the fat. It's a very simple juice sauce, but I think it has a lot of flavor and enhances these French dips. So now let's talk a little bit about how we prep this sandwich. Go ahead and grab your leftover roast and go ahead and cut that as thin as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, just try and get that as thin as possible. So then from there, what I did is I went ahead and sauteed up some onions. Then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take up that sliced meat and I'm gonna put this in that same pan. This meat's not gonna stay in there very long at all. All I'm trying to do is just trying to warm it up a little bit. I think I had it on there for about 30 seconds. Once the meat's all done, we're gonna go ahead and put our rolls here in the pan. Just gonna leave it on here for a little bit just to kind of get a nice little toast. So that brings us up to where we're at right now. So I've got our sandwich right here. So now we're gonna go ahead and build this sandwich. There's not a whole lot to it, it's pretty simple, but that's what I really like about this sandwich. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab your meat that you cooked up. We're gonna go ahead, top it with our onions. And the final step, just gonna go ahead and layer on some Swiss cheese. So technically this is ready to eat if you prefer. However, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and toss this into the oven for just a little bit on the broil setting. All that does is just kind of gives it just a little bit more heat, as well as just melt that cheese to make it nice and gooey. Easy enough, right? Let's go ahead and dig in. That's a very tasty sandwich. Got a lot of flavor there from that meat and the cheese and the onions. That French roll definitely adds something to this sandwich. What I like about this is traditionally when I've had a French dip at like a restaurant, it's not necessarily smoked, or at least isn't very prevalent there. Where this here, I can definitely taste the smoke from when we cooked this the other day. It's definitely good. Well guys, I hope that gives you an idea on how you can use up some of your leftover prime rib. Just a quick heads up here, typically I release my videos every other Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time. However, my next video is going to be part of a collaboration with several other YouTubers. Now depending on what time that we all agree on posting that video, it probably will not be as my normal schedule. So with that being said, I probably won't have another video until after this first of the year. Hope that you guys have a terrific Christmas and holiday with all your family and friends. Thanks again guys for hanging out with me for yet another year. And until the next time, I'll see you out at the grill. Merry Christmas, guys.